Welcome to the 30-day meditation challenge wrap-up. I really wish I would have called it a meditation experiment or a meditation experience instead of a challenge, because there was not anything really very challenging about it. The challenge was to sit down with me for around 10 minutes a day and experiment with meditation. So if you're new here, I'm Kim Colegrove. I am the owner of Pause First Academy, and I'm the author of Mindfulness for Warriors, the Mindfulness for Warriors Handbook, and Wellness Warrior Style. I've been teaching meditation professionally for a very long time, and I've been working specifically with trauma-exposed professionals for coming up on a decade now. All right, the 30-day meditation challenge. I did this as a way for people to confidentially and experientially sit down and try some different approaches and techniques and ways to meditate. I'd love to hear from anyone who went through the 30 days. And for those of you who did, or even went through part of the 30 days, if you know me, you know that I encourage flexibility. So if you said to me, I liked day 1 and day 2, I could not connect with day 3, then I would say skip day 3 and move to day 4 and try that. I really encourage flexibility, approaching this with imagination, almost like childlike curiosity, and being relaxed and being easy on yourself. This is not yet another to-do on your to-do list. This is a powerful personal practice that if you can open your mind and open your heart to it and find a technique or a way or an approach to meditation that works for you, it's a viable stress reduction tool and so much more. But this 30-day meditation challenge was just an intro, a way to dip your toe in the pool. I have a couple of thoughts kind of post 30-day challenge. Stay connected with this information somehow. If you are curious and interested in meditation and you want to learn more and you want to find a way to create and establish a regular meditation practice, then you have to stay connected. And so I'm going to encourage you to find something that really works for you to help you stay connected with the information. So maybe you like listening to podcasts. So that's where I would start. Just tap into the search and type in meditation or mindfulness, or type in meditation and mindfulness. Scroll through, find one that works for you. I'm not going to recommend any specific ones because it's such an individual thing, but that would give you a way to stay connected with the information. Also, there are some pretty useful apps. So some that I like are Calm, C-A-L-M. There's Headspace. And then probably my favorite is Insight Timer. They have a pretty robust free option. And then if you pay just a few bucks a month, wow, it's really a versatile tool. So maybe you want to get an app so you can experiment and test out different ways of meditating, listen to guided meditations. I mean, there's endless opportunities on Insight Timer for sure. Let's see. If you like to read, then again, I'm going to recommend that you go to, Google or Amazon or wherever you buy your books and just do a search for meditation, mindfulness, or both words. Kind of scroll through, read the reviews. You can usually read the first couple of pages or the introduction or something, and, find an author and an approach that appeals to you, and go ahead and buy a book. Go to the half-price bookstore if you have one near you and go buy a book on meditation and start reading. I have some resources available too you can try if you'd like. I have a free mini course over on Pause First Academy. It's called Meditation 101. It just kind of explains the basic mechanics of meditation and some of the evidence that supports meditation as a viable practice. So you can do that. You can also scroll back through my YouTube videos. I have a lot on breathing exercises, meditation, mindfulness. I work with trauma exposed professionals. I also talk a lot about the impacts of trauma, healing from trauma. I have a really robust, in person, it's a half-day workshop, a 4-hour workshop on trauma, how it impacts us, how we can heal from it. And in that, I also offer kind of a introduction to breathing, meditation, and mindfulness. And I have a digital version of that over on Pause First Academy too, if you want to go take a peek at that. I have a YouTube playlist too. If you look at the titles on my YouTube channel, you'll see playlists. Go in there, and I have one that's titled Meditation and Mindfulness. So if you want to drop in there and see what's available. Last but not least, you are welcome to check out one of my books. I think if you are a trauma exposed professional, the Mindfulness for Warriors handbook might be your best bet. It is derived from the very first book I wrote, which was Mindfulness for Warriors. And in the Mindfulness for Warriors handbook, we included a really important story in the beginning of the book from somebody who approached me at a conference and told me my book had saved his life. That's a really meaningful story to me. And then also we added to this book, the Mindfulness for Warriors handbook, we added in the back a pretty decently robust resource list. Resource list. All right, so my primary advice to you is stay connected with this information. I can't tell you how many times I've sat in on a course or a workshop and I just loved it. And I was like, oh my gosh, this makes so much sense. This is so great. I'm going to start doing this. And then I don't know what happens to us. We leave, we go home, life hits us in the face, we go back to work, all the things. And then that thing we were so excited about, it just kind of falls off the radar. If you're interested, if you get it, if you like it, if you want more, just find a way to stay connected and keep practicing a minute at a time, 5 minutes at a time. Find an author, a podcast, something. Just don't let it fall off your radar. I appreciate you guys so much. If you went 1 to 30, if you watched all 30 videos and played along with me, please leave me a comment and tell me you did that. I would love to hear from anyone who went through the entire thing and did all 30 days, and I'd love to know what you thought. I really do appreciate you guys. Thank you so much for being here, and I'll see you soon.